Okay, so we are just entering into Bhagavad Gita first chapter summary. So this is absolutely purely by the basis of the teaching of Srila Prabhupada. So we just paid our humble, grateful gratitude towards him. Because of him, we are able to read this wonderful text. Okay. Okay. So now we are entering into chapter 1. I'll take my own copy. I hope you are also having your own copy. So, the first chapter is called as Arjuna Vishada Yoga in Sanskrit. Has different ideology about the one thing, which is very important to learn each and every substance of the life, of the spirit. We discussed the Pancha Mula Tattva of Bhagavad Gita, that Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala and Karma. These 5 elements we can learn from Bhagavad Gita. If you know these 5 elements, you know everything. So that whole thing, Mahabharata actually happened. You see the crowd of the 2 different characters in the same family. One is Pandavas, the another team is called Kauravas. But they are both cousin brothers in the same family. But what happened? They had different nature, each parties. One is Pandavas, the Pandu sons, and another one is Kauravas, who is Dhritarashtra's son. And obviously, where is a positive, good nature, it is always less in Kali Yuga, as it is stated in Shastra. You see, Pandavas are 5 and Kauravas are 100. So always the bad qualities, bad nature is always more. The the good nature is always less. If it is compared to the army also the same thing. I think my screen is jumped. Okay. Okay. So this army also it's like that only. The Pandava side we have 9 Akshogini Sena, and Kaurava side we have 11 Akshogini Sena. There also it's very huge. So one Akshogini Sena consists of so and so thousands of elephants, thousands of horse, and thousands of battalions, soldiers. So I don't want to give the number now because anyway it is not important. And the person who's killing 1,000 people at the same time, they call it as Rathas. Okay. And the person killing 10,000 people in one day, the person who's called Maharata or Maharati. When the title given to the people who are Maharati, who can able to kill 10,000 people in one day from sunrise to sunset. It's called Maharati. They give the title. So if you see, there are so many Maharatis in Kauravas. So Duryodhana is one kind of person, and Bhishmadev is such a person, and Shakuni is a person. There are so many. Anyway, we are going to read that word by sloka by sloka. You can see those things. And this side, if you see, Arjuna is a Maharata, and Yudhishthira is a Maharatha, Bhima is Maharatha. So there are different very chivalrous, powerful warriors in the both sides. But the quantity wise, if you see, Pandavas having very less and Kauravas having more. There is one of the reason for this is the one reason is Krishna, because when they are getting support from all over the Bharatavarsha, they go and there is a big war going to happen, and they just going asking some alliance or support from other dynasties, other Rajya. So they go and check, can you support us for this war? So like that, the Pandavas and Kauravas, they went and seek support. Anyway, there are ups and downs of Arjuna Sena, they got. But one important thing is when both from Pandavas, Arjuna, and from Kaurava side, Duryodhana, both and seek Krishna's alliance with whom? And Krishna supports to whom? That question comes. Krishna divided himself to one is his own Arjuna Sena. He has it's also called as Narayana Sena, Narayani Sena, and the another side is Krishna himself without either. It's called Nirayada Bhani. It's a wonderful name of Krishna. He doesn't have any weapon, and I'll be there because both are their cousin brothers. So I don't want to be biased for both. One side I'll stand, the another side is my Narayani Sena is there. Which one you want, you can take it. Then Duryodhana took very politically, very diplomatically the Narayani Sena. But Arjuna chose is Sakshat Krishna himself. Because Arjuna knows if my Narayana is not there, without Narayana, how can Narayani Sena I can win? So I can own Narayana better than Narayani Sena. He knows because he's a devotee and he is a friend of Krishna and he is a devotee of Krishna. Krishna confirmed in Bhagavad Gita in I forgot the chapter. So he is telling you are friend as well as my devotee. So that I am revealing this to you. So in that sense, if you see this whole scenario, the preparation of setting the scene, the things happening in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, it's literally, you can learn many things psychologically, diplomatically, politically, many things you can understand. Coming to the point that the side of Kauravas, more armies, side of Pandavas, there are some armies compared to this, you can say the 1.5% above that compared to Kauravas has the army, the count. So the army size wise also they are best, and the Maharati count of Maharati also from their side is more. But there is only one thing is Arjuna has Krishna, but Kaurava doesn't have Krishna. That is the only point you should know. So this whole understanding about Bhagavad Gita, you should know if you are in false pride and you are exploiting some other people for your benefit, you will suffer definitely. Okay. So we are going to enter the first sloka. So the first sloka, the glorious first sloka starts like this. Dhritarashtra uvacha dharma-kshetre kurukshetre mama samaveta yuyutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kim akurvata sanchaya. The translation is Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjaya, after my sons and the sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? Is the question. This is the character, this is the nature and the glory of the place where the battle is happening. Everything is in one sloka. You cannot predict what is there in one sloka. Usually, my guru says always, Bhagavad Gita is like matchbox. And in that matchbox, each and every sloka, maybe 700 odd slokas, are matchsticks. If you take any slokas and just scratch it in your mind, intelligence, and intellectually try to understand that sloka, each and every sloka has a capacity to light up your ignorance. Because all the sticks are capable to fire. Right? So that is the very important. So don't think that first chapter is very simple, but it is very important. So coming to the point of Dharma-kshetra, the sloka starts with Dharma. The Bhagavad Gita starts Dharma. See, the first sloka one itself, Vyasadeva giving a hint, there is Dharma is predominantly win whatever scenario may be. This is the hint Vyasadeva giving to us. When he wrote the Mahabharata, in that the Santi Parva, our Bhagavad Gita is there. Okay. So Dharma-kshetra. The Dharma-kshetra itself, when you do something good or dharmic, that only gives you benefit. If you're doing for the adharmic activities, then that won't be, that won't help you. That place itself won't help you. That is the place called Dharma-kshetra. So wherever, if you go, there are places, if you go to Udupi is the place, Udupi Krishna Mata, where it is there now, there Ashwamedha Yajna happened. All the Brahmana, they come and they put Brahmin thread there only. So all the Dharma Karyas happens there. So the place they choose for doing Dharma activities. They take holy bath, they take holy devotional service of worshipping Krishna and worshipping Parasuram in the form of Ananteshwara. And there is Lord Shiva is also there to protect the place. It's a very holy place. The old Ashwamedha Yajna, it is mentioned that the first Ashwamedha Yajna happened in that place. If you go there, you can still vibe, you can feel that vibe. Okay. So the Dharma-kshetra means what? Where here, in this place in near Delhi, you can say, that place, where all the Dharma activities they perform there. All the dharmic, what do you call it? The dharmic process they perform. They do yajna there. They built nice temples there. They made all the samskaras there. It's very holy place to perform Dharma activities there. But that place, somebody who's coming with the adharmic mind and to win the Dharma, that won't happen. That is what the hint Vyasadeva is giving us. Okay. The next thing, it's called Kurukshetra because it's under Kuru dynasty. So that place is called Kurukshetra also. So Dharma-kshetram is not the direct name. The Kurukshetram is a dharmic place. That is what it's into. Then second line, you see, Samaveta Yutsavaha. In that everybody is assembled. What they are doing, that is what the question of Dhritarashtra here. What is saying? The third line, you can understand the character of Dhritarashtra. He is telling, Mamakaha Pandavaschaiva. What is my son and the sons of Pandu is doing? See, Pandu died. Okay? If the younger father died, the elder father is having complete responsibility of his brother own sons. That is what our culture. But here what he is telling, my sons of hundreds The 5 sons of Pandu are there. So there only he just showing that the mamata. Mamata means selfishness. I am very selfish. Where the word comes my, I, that fellow is not fit for this spiritual practice. If you go or come up above the level of I and my, it's called aham mameti. When you elevate from that, actually you are able to perform your spiritual service. When service you want to do, when we actually doing service, when you rise above the stage of aham and mamedi, that stage is called service. Again, there is a service plus devotion called devotional service. And when it is mature, it becomes pure devotional service. Seriously improving and you're practicing consistently, it becomes unalloyed pure devotional service. That unalloyed pure devotional service only Krishna likes. Krishna wants every one of us to do that unalloyed pure devotional service and him. But what we are doing, we are not doing service. The mode of aham and mameti, I and mine. So here the I came, mamakaha. It came means what? He is selfish. He wants to favor his own sons of hundreds, not for that fight. Since he knows that is my brother's son, but he don't think of that. That's what he is not only blinded by eyes, he is blinded by ignorance. That is what Shastra says. Dhritarashtra is commonly known as a blind king. So that is, the person is not only blind by his eyes, but blind by ignorance. Okay. So what is telling? Mamakaha Pandavaschaiva Kim Apurvata Sanjaya. Sanjaya is again scientific person. He is disciple of Vyasadeva. So Vyasadeva gave a wonderful power that he can do the live telecast. Now the matches are going on, cricket match. Every day people are watching match. And the live commentary, everything from the ground, stadium, it comes through the television and we are seeing. But the first live commentary with live, words, through words, he can give the imagination. So that wonderful quality Sanjaya has. So Sanjaya sent to Dhritarashtra by Vyasadeva to give this idea because he is so much anxious about what will going to happen in the battlefield. Kindly help, because Vyasadeva is ultimately a great grandfather of this whole Kuru dynasty. So anyway, my son. So I have to give that grandson. Okay, he just sent his own disciple is Sanjaya. So Sanjaya is sitting next to Dhritarashtra in Indraprastha, where Delhi, actual main Delhi we say now, the current geographical location. From there, you can say 30-40 kilometers, Kurukshetra is there. I'm not having exact this thing, how far it is from Delhi to Kurukshetra. So from that distance, the things happening, he is watching by Jnana Drishti and he is just delivering or giving live commentary to Dhritarashtra. This is the scene happening, the first sloka. Are you all on the same page? Yes, I hope. So, as I said before, how many kilometers? 155. It's 155 kilometers from Delhi. Almost 3 hours you have to travel. But those days only bullock cart or horse In that you have to go means you need 1 day to travel. But Sanjaya can have that ability. So don't think that we are only very advanced techie guys. But those days the technology is far better than the current technology. Okay, coming to the point. So this is all happening because of this. People always exploited and always treated less as they are capable for. If I am worth of some lakhs, but people will give you some thousands. That's what is happening in the corporate world. They're giving little bit and they will get it from you this much. This is called corporate culture. This is happening. Exploitation is happening. See the Pandavas, their whole kingdom was grabbed from them and their whole wife was disrobed in the whole main assembly of Sabha, in the Sabha, where all the great people cannot do anything. And they insulted the whole Pandavas, they cheated them, and they took everything from them. When it was during Gurukula also, many things happened. Then Bhima got poisoned and they made it wax house and they put it inside. So many things. So when you do that with the great word called pride, to get everything, to own everything, then this is the thing which I want to show. What goes around comes around. It's called, our terminology called karma. So that is what it's going to happen now in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Okay? Coming to the technical part of the first chapter. The first chapter consists of 46 slokas. Okay? So in that, the first sloka we discussed, 1.1. Then the Duryodhana's diplomacy is there, 1.3 to 1.13. Then the signs of victory for the Pandavas is there from 14 to 20. But actually sign of victory is in the first sloka itself. Actually is 8. Then Krishna as Bhakta Vatsala from 21 to 27, because Krishna become his own chariot driver. Who can do that level of seva for his own devotee? So that's what it's called, Bhakta Vatsala. He is very dear to the devotee. He is surrendered to his devotee. That's what doing bhakti is not a normal thing. It is not a simple thing. Because Krishna, what do you call it? If you do the real devotional service in the pure platform, Krishna doesn't have option. He has to give himself to you. So devotee is such a position. So that's what devotion service is topmost. You can become a Ashtanga yogi, you can become a Jnana yogi, you can become a what do you call it? A Buddhi yogi, or you can become a Karma yogi. But Bhakti yoga is very important. Because Bhakti yogi, if you become a Bhakti yogi, from that you become a pure devotee. Krishna himself has to give you to you. That's what happened to Arjuna. Krishna himself came. Krishna came as Krishna would have come any form. But what he did, he became chariot. He became a chariot driver. Oh, beautiful it is. You know the chariot driver of contribution in battlefield? I will tell you some 3-4 things. You will get mesmerized after saying this. The first thing, chariot driver only listen to the owner who is sitting in the chariot. Means if he wants to go to ride, the sound of the full sound, fighting sound, all the sounds of swords and elephants and horses. You just imagine the army, the field, battlefield. Nowadays, the war is happening in different countries, all only. But those days, it's not like that. We have mixed of sounds of people roaring, and the elephant is sounding, and horses running, the swords, people are running, the full mud. You cannot imagine what is the exact sound, because we have not experienced that sound in this modern era. Okay, so that place, he has to hear his own properly. So many times it is not possible. So what he has to do, Arjuna has special hole where Krishna is sitting down and Arjuna is at the top. Okay, when Arjuna is standing and fighting and aiming the arrows on the different enemies, he has to turn the chariot. So as per Arjuna's wish. But what Arjuna does, Arjuna hit Krishna's back. If Arjuna hits Krishna's right side of the backside, chariot, the horses will go right by Krishna. When it hits, Arjuna hits the back of Krishna, the left side, it is a sign as Krishna has to drive the chariot towards left. You just see that Krishna, Sakshat, Paramottama, Purushottama Bhagavan, Supreme Personality of Godhead, is getting hit by his own devotee. This is what called Bhakta Vatsala. And he has to sit down. He has to sit the top. That is another big thing. So it is very wonderful actually. Why Krishna is really Bhakta Vatsala? Because Krishna himself surrendered by the pure devotion of the devotee, of his own devotees. Okay. Coming to the point, then Arjuna's reasons for not fighting in chapter text 28 to 46, it describes. This is all the ideas of the first chapter. Anyway, the first sloka only we discussed in detail, and I'm going to give you two important, easy method to keep this chapter in mind. Okay, so I'm going to break up 1 to 27 and 28 to 46. Okay, so since you people are noting down, please note it down. So 1 to 27 is called Arjuna's lamentation. So make Arjuna Vishada Yoga the top. Okay, put it like this. 2 category. The one category is 1 to 27. The another thing is 28 to 46. Okay. So coming to this 1 to 27, the title I'm going to give as Arjuna's lamentation. Maybe I'll give the title for that title. 28 to 46, you put Arjuna's lamentation because he is lamenting to not to fight. So put 28 to 46, Arjuna's lamentation, and the first 1 to 28 is setting the scene. Okay? All right. Okay, the first sloka we completed. The second sloka onwards, the second sloka onwards will fastly go through since we have very less time. The second sloka is about Sanjayo vacha drishtva tu pandavanikam vyadham Vyudham Duryodhanastata Acharya Upasangamya Raja Vachanam Abravit. Sanjaya said, O king, after looking over the army arranged in the military formation by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhana went to his teacher and spoke the following words. So now, Bhishma Dev is a point. If you see Bhishma Dev's thing, Bhishma Dev felt, because Bhishma Dev is a godfather of both the families, and Bhishma Dev likes Pandavas more because they are dharmic, very innocent, simple people. They are devotees of the Lord. But whereas the Kaurava side, they are all adharmic, they are very rugged, very rigid, adharmic. They do all the sinful activities. So since Bhishma Dev gave a promise to protect Kuru Vamsha and the Kauravas, he has to stand for their side only. There is no option for him. That's what when Draupadi got disrobed, cannot do anything because as per the game, they won't. So if we say anything, we are not authority to say. So that's what Bhishma Dev couldn't say anything. Anyway, it's again controversial topic. We don't want to go inside that. Coming to the point, when the battlefield is set, both the side people are there. The Arjuna chariot, Krishna is there. This side, all the Kauravas are there. Arjuna sitting in the chariot and he goes to Bhishma Dev now. Because Bhishma Dev should not feel any concern on Pandavas. So, to rise up the, the testosterone, adrenaline to Bhishma Dev, it's going to talk about very wonderful things. We are going to discuss that. Because he just trying to fire up whole Kauravas so that they will have that, the mode of passion and they get up and fight. So, we'll see what is that. So, third sloka, the translation. Oh, my teacher. Oh, my teacher. Hold the greeting of the sons of Pandu, expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. Here in this army are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna. A great fighters like Yudhana, Virata, and Drupada. Okay? So, the discussion is going on. There is also great heroic, powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Shiketana, Kashiraj, Purushit, Kunti Bhoja, and Saibhya. There are mighty Yudhamanyu, the powerful Uttamaja, and the sons of Subhadra, the sons of Draupadi. All these warriors are great chariot fighters. But for your information, O best of Brahmanas, let me tell you about the captains who are especially qualified to lead my military force. There are personalities like you, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Shvatama, Vikarna, and the son of Somadatta called Bhurishrava, who is always victorious in battle. There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their life for my sake. All of them are well equipped with different kinds of weapons and all are experienced in military science. Our strength is immeasurable and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of Pandavas, carefully protected by Bhima, is limited. So they are thinking Bhima is the very strongest person, so that only if we defeat Bhima, we can win over Pandavas. But actually the very most powerful person is being with Pandavas is the combination of Arjuna and Krishna. Because Arjuna is a king and Krishna is a kingmaker. So both are in the same side. But here, this side, you don't find kingmakers. So that is the beauty of this thing. So he's just motivating whole crowd headed by Bhishma Dev because he's a Maharatha there. He's just telling, see, we have this much big crowd proud, and you have to protect us. That is a silent hidden sanket or information he is giving to his own grandfather Bhishma Dev. This is all technically, diplomatically used. The words are very, very, very important here. Okay? So, all of you must now give full support to Grandfather Bhishma as you stand at our respective strategic points of entrance into the flanks of the armies. Then Bhishma, the great valiant grandseer of the Kuru dynasty, the grandfather of the fighters, blew his conch shell very loudly, making a sound like a roar of a lion, giving Duryodhana's joy. It's very clear. Because the whole setting is done, then the motivation is done. This is how the culture, war culture is. After that, the Maharatha, the head of the whole army, he just blow the shang to start the fight, start the battle. So these people are announcing the shang, means they are blowing the shang, means they are inviting the war. That is what it means. And here, very clearly, Vyasadeva is saying that Bhishma Dev blowed shang to give a Duryodhana joy. That's it. Because he knows, Bhishma Dev knows that what will happen. I am blowing shang to give that joy, small joy to Duryodhana. So that Bhishma Dev is such a chivalrous warrior. He is sung Naad, the sound of conch, it's roaring like a lion. So that is what it's mentioned. Then, after that, the conch shells, drums, bugles, trumpets and horns were all suddenly sounded, and the combined sound was tumultuous. On the other side, both Lord Krishna and Arjuna, stationed on the great chariot, drawn by the white horses, sounded their transcendental conch shells. Now, the Pandava side is they are coming. The Pandava side, you see Krishna, Arjuna was standing. Then now they are going to blow their shang. So there is a wonderful sloka. I like this sloka. Panchajanyam rishi kesho devadattam dhananjaya Paundram dhathamo Mahashankam Bhima Karma Vikrodharaha. Krishna, Lord Krishna blew his conch shell called Panchajanyam. Arjuna blew his the Devadatta, and Bhima, the ferocious eater and performer of Herculean stars, blew his terrific conch shell called Paundra. Coming to the point, why this Shankanad is so important? Because the conch shell is not the conch shell which is from the ocean of this material water. See, anyone keep the name for his own conch shell? It's a matter, no? If I have a cupboard, this is my cupboard. Can I keep this cupboard as maybe Kundan cupboard? Can I name it, hi Kundan, how are you? We don't do that. Because this is matter. We cannot name the matter and feel like a connection and feel like a pet. That's what many girls especially, they have their own teddy. We recently completed Valentine's Day. There we have one day called Teddy Day. The Valentine has to present teddy to that another Valentine. So the teddy is actually speechless. It doesn't have living force in that. It's a matter. It's a doll. But we name the teddy, we hug the teddy, we kiss the teddy, we just cuddle with the teddy. Not we, girls especially. So they name the teddy, which is not transcendental. We're trying to connect that. So it is not wrong also because it's in our nature. We are in the spiritual world where everything is transcendental. Everything has living force. Everything has chaitanya, consciousness. Everything has consciousness. You have this bottle in the spiritual world has consciousness, but in this material world, it's just matter. We have my phone. This is simply a matter, but in the spiritual world, we have consciousness. So everything transcendental in the spiritual world. Since we are from transcendental world, where we saw everything consciousness, we have that habituate, recorded, stored in our soul. That's what we are attached to our house, attached to our own room, attached to our bed, attached to our pillow, and we name it, we talk to them. See, if you see all the old stories, the tree will talk, the animals will talk. You see the movie called Narnia, there's so many movies, Harry Potter. The animals start speaking. So this is happening in the spiritual world. It's nothing wrong actually. But material world, that never happens. Spiritual world, it is still there. So with that old experience, we are trying to do with the matter. That is not correct. Okay. Coming to the point, Panchajanyam is a spiritual conscious being because it is in the hand of Krishna. That's what it has the name. And Devadattam from Arjuna's hand and Poundra in the hands of Bhima. So each and every shank has different vibration. When you blow it, the whole places will be purified. That's what we blow in ISKCON temple before every good ceremony happens. It starts from doing Arati for the Lord, or Abhishekam for the Lord, or procession for the Lord. We blow shank. Shankanad, it purifies the atmosphere. So that's what they're doing here. When Bhishmadev blowed the shank only to give joy to Duryodhana. But whereas Krishna is blowing, what is happening? We'll see that. King Yudhishthira, the son of Kunti, blew his conch shell, Ananta Vijaya. Nakula and Sahadeva blew the Sugosha and Manipushpaka. The great archer, the king of Kashi, the great fighter Shikandi, Drishtadyumna, Virata, the conquerable Satyaki, Drupata, sons of Draupadi, and others. O king, such as the mighty armed son of Subhadra, all blow their respective conch shells. The blowing of these different conch shells become approcious. It's a wonderful word to learn. Vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It scattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. This is another important point. So it just bombarded Dhritarashtra's sons, the Kauravas, because the Shankanad itself is a sign of victory. That's what we are going to discuss in the chapter. We are already seeing is the third point, sign of victory for the Pandavas, because when Krishna blows his Panchajanya, there is definitely the victory where he's standing and blowing. So his side of Pandavas, the Pandavas will win. And one more thing which is not mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, I think it may be in the purport, I forgot. Yeah, in the purport, it's there. So in Arjuna's chariot, there is Hanuman's flag. So where Hanuman is there, victory is confirmed. That is also one sign. And where Krishna is there, that side is mandatory, it can win. So you cannot have any extra point there. Okay. So coming to this thing, we are just understanding this whole thing. Yeah, we'll read this. At that time, Arjuna, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot, bearing the flag, marked with Hanuman. Oh, it's there in the sloka only. Took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in military array, Arjuna then spoke to Lord Krishna these words. Arjuna said, O infallible one, Please draw my chariot between the armies so that I may see those present there, here, who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. So this is the turning point. So after the Shankanad, the war has to start, but suddenly what happened? Arjuna wants to see the warriors nearby so that he can prepare his mind. But actually it's all drama of Leela of Krishna. Generally, the both side great rathas, they come and talk. That time also they talk. Maybe we will stop this because we don't want so much of resources to die, humans to die. So they will find there, that moment also they find the last chance of taking that white flag moment. They will discuss. Since you just consider this, you want this, like that. When they coming with the red flag or their own flag, then fight starts. If they coming with the white flash, they're compromised, both the people. But here, first Arjuna taking the move and he is coming normally. So this is very important. Arjuna knows who are there in this side. Why Arjuna wants to see? It's all the point. Arjuna wants to be under the instruction of Krishna or being the instruments in the hands of Krishna. It's very important to know that being in being an instrument in the hands of Krishna. Many times we are just plan our own things. We just systematically do this should happen on this time. It won't be. You can judge what color of dress you can wear, what kind of food you can eat. That much you can plan. But the small thing happening in your life, you can plan it. The biggest turning point at the face of life, you cannot plan. If you plan also, it won't happen. Because it isn't Krishna's. If it is in line with Krishna's plan, that will happen. Otherwise, it won't happen. So sometimes, being a devotee, we have to give our plan to Krishna so that he will execute his own plan, which is better than your plan for your life. So always I believe and I follow that only. What is Krishna's plan? Let's see. We can have our own plan. It is not that we should not plan. Have your plan, but don't stick on to that plan. Because the moment, the present, it's not in the hands of you. It's in the hands of the time. In the hands of Krishna, because Krishna is time. Kalosmi Bharadat Sabha. We are going to discuss that. Okay, he's telling, we are saying that the 5 elements, what we are going to discuss, that Kala is also there. Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala and Karma. So Kala is also time. The Kala is also Krishna. Okay, so this whole scenario, what you are seeing is setting the scene. First thing is, what are all the things we are seeing is Duryodhana's diplomacy and sign of victory, and Krishna as Bhakta Vatsala. That one we can clearly understand these slokas. And Krishna is driving the chariot near the middle of the both armies. So maybe I'll stop here. We will continue the same thing from this. Anyway, we almost covered. Next session, we are going to discuss about how to remember this whole chapter summary.
Oh,
okay.
Still 27. Still 27.
Yeah. So maybe we will finish it till 20 as the request came. So the wonderful sloka from Arjuna, the first sloka from Arjuna, we are reading. Arjuna Vacha Senayor Ubayor Madhye Radam Stapayame Achyutaha Yavat Yetan Niriksheham Yuddho Kaman Avastitan Kair Maya Saha Yuddhabhyam Asmin Rana Samudyame. Arjuna said, "O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies, so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. So in that two things he's telling. Krishna is instructing, means Krishna was instructed by Arjuna. That is the first thing, since he is taking the role of chariot driver for Arjuna. So that's what we call Krishna as Bhakta Vatsala. He go to any level for satisfying his own devotees. Okay, that is first thing. Second thing is Arjuna calling Krishna as Achyuta. So these are all small points we should be very carefully watched. Why he can call Krishna only, no? Why he is not calling? Because Arjuna's favorite name of Krishna is Madhava. He's not calling Madhava also. Hey Madhav, can you drive the chariot in between the two armies? He didn't say. But he's telling Radham Stapayame Achyuta. Achyuta, please take me in the middle of the two armies. Take my chariot, ride me to the center point. It's all very wonderful play of words Vyasadeva used. And the scenario is such scenario which happened. So he is telling Achyuta because Krishna never falls. Where Krishna is there, there is no fall down. So Krishna is with Arjuna. So Arjuna is telling indirectly to Krishna, don't make me fall. Like you are infallible one. You keep me also infallible. So in that itself, he surrendered. That please guide me. So you please drive me in the mid of the war field. Means what? You please drive me. Anyway, this word is little adult content word. Drive me. All this stuff is there in the things. But actually, driving me is a word, is a sign of surrender. There itself. First word from Arjuna is telling Ratham Stapayame Achyuta. So Ratham means it's not only the chariot. He is telling about himself also. Take me. Please take me. That is the sign word Vyasadeva wants to give us. So when you tell Krishna that please ride me, please drive me to the correct path, harmonic path, Krishna do that for you. For your sake, he does that. He's doing that, he does that, he will do also when you are according to your surrendering. Okay. Coming to the 23 sloka, he is telling, let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. And Sanjaya said, O descendant of Bharata, having thus been addressed by Arjuna, Lord Krishna drew up the fine chariot in the midst of armies of both parties. In the presence of Bhishma, Drona, all other, what is that? Chieftain, the world, the Lord said, just before, behold Partha, all the Kurukshetras assembled here. Okay. There Arjuna could see within the midst of the armies of both parties, his father, his grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, sons, grandsons, friends, also his fathers-in-law and the well-wishers. When Kunti, the son of Kunti, Arjuna, saw all these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. So by seeing them, what he saw them, what is it he saw there? He saw completely his own kith and kin, his own family, his own son, grandfather, father, fathers-in-law, uncles. He's not seeing them as an enemy. That is the nature of dharmic people. When you see the people as they are, not an enemy, then you are in a correct path. If you have failed to do that, then you are not considered as dharmic person. If I am seeing a devotee as a devotee, the person who is seriously trying to practice, seriously trying to become a devotee, being humble, being tolerant, being in the service attitude of Krishna and Guru, we should see them as they are. If you fail to see them as the devotee, then the mistake is from you. Mistake is from you, yours. Its mistake is yours. That's it. Nothing falls on them, but it falls on you. Your own way of seeing, the attitude of seeing. So there, Arjuna saw very correctly, actually saying, but that does not work out in this place. So we will continue from the next chapter. What we can cover, we'll try to see. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Right.
Recording stopped.